recording, I will upload that here for your future reference, right? In order to get started, you want to go to SentriLock.com, okay, right? And you can log in if you already have an account using your Stratus, okay? Everything's linked in. Uh, okay, so before we go in, even in the features, right? We want to know, is it free, right? Or if there's any fees for that. Prior to this year, right, it was part of your membership fee for your MLS. It was part of that, but starting this year now, they have changed it where they're charging $30 for every 3 months. So it's basically $10 per month, right? And for 12 months is $120, right? And they're doing it quarterly basis. Okay. Okay. And let's watch this video now.
Hello and welcome to the SentriKey Showing Service web app tutorials. Today we'll be going over things like My Clients tab, the My Schedule tab, and the My Listings tab. How to use the My Client tab. The My Client tab allows agents to add clients to the roster and for you to view all your current clients' profile information, calendars, properties, feedback, and activities. To add a client to your roster, select the Add Client button. From there, you will need to create a profile. Fill out the required information, select Create Profile. Once saved, an invitation will be sent out to their email address to download the Client Connect app. This will allow the client to communicate with the SentriKey Showing Service app through Client Connect. The client should now appear on your roster. The client roster allows you to view all your current clients and to see their profile information, calendars, properties, feedback, and activities. Select the Menu tab and navigate to the client profile. From here, you'll be able to revisit the client's current information and to make any edits if needed. You may also link clients. When a client is linked, they will receive the same notification. So say a married couple would like to both receive the same notifications, you would link these clients by selecting Link Clients. Note, you need to have the clients created already in order to link them. Client Calendar. The client calendar allows you to view a client's schedule and to see what showings they have for a particular day. Client Properties. In Client Properties, you'll be able to see which properties a client has interest in and to share new listings that may fill their requirements. If a client is no longer interested in the home, you can archive the property, allowing you to view it later if needed. Client Feedback. Client feedback allows you to review feedback on the properties that a client has visited. Clients can send feedback through Client Connect. Client Activity. Lastly, Client Activity shows you where the client is in the home buying process with our activity tracker. Whether it's a first showing, second showing, or a final walkthrough, you'll be able to tell where they are in the home buying process. Once the home buying process has been complete for a client and they no longer wish to receive notifications, you can archive them and they will appear in the inactive list. How to access My Schedule. The My Schedule tab allows agents to view appointments they have and those on their listings. Agents can add appointments and build daily itineraries, which help to provide the best possible route for their daily activities. Agents have the power to cancel, approve, deny, and modify their appointments or appointments for their team members. My schedule has two views, the dashboard and the calendar. The dashboard shows an overview of your daily, future, and past activities. The dashboard can also be organized by the showings you have, showings on your listings, and appointment details. Showings that have been confirmed appear in blue. Showings that are pending appear in yellow, meaning they have not been confirmed yet, and showings in red have been canceled. How to add an appointment. To schedule a showing, start by selecting the Add Appointment button. Enter the address you would like to show in the search bar. Once filled out, the listing information and the listing agent information will populate on screen. Then select the client. Select the date for the access. Select the start time. Select the duration of appointment and the appointment type. Once finished, select Schedule Now. If you would like to schedule multiple appointments on the same day, instead select Build Itinerary. This feature will allow you to build out you and your client's day, as well as map out the best possible route to get to each appointment. Here's how to build an itinerary. Enter the address you would like to show in the search bar. Once filled out, the listing information and the listing agent information will populate on screen. Then select the showing agent. Select the date for access. Select the client. Select the start time, duration of appointment, and the appointment type. Once finished, select Build Itinerary. The Build Itinerary dialog will come up with several options. Start at the listing you just selected, start at your office address, or start using a different address. You may start at the time previously selected or select a different start time. Make your selections on how you want to build the itinerary and click on Start Building. Search for another listing and select the address. Select the duration and the appointment type. Click on Add to Itinerary. You may continue selecting listings until you have everything you want. Once finished, click Create Route. The page will update to display a map with all appointments routed, as well as the list view of the appointments. Based on the start time selected and location start, the itinerary will order the appointments in an optimized route. The itinerary will provide you with the start and end time of appointments based on previous appointments and traffic times. Click on Request Appointments. You will receive a success message that displays the number of appointments being requested. Once back to the dashboard page, the pending appointments will display on the Everything tab, Appointment Details tab, and the Calendar page. Note, if any appointment is not approved in the itinerary, the system will not reschedule or move your appointments around. To view showing details, select an address on the dashboard. You may also view appointment details on the calendar. These will display showing instructions and listing contact information. How to access My Listings. The My Listings page allows agents to view their listing summary, appointment settings, showing instructions, manage their contacts, enable feedback requests, view activity reports, check their appointment history, and send notifications. Agents can add listings for themselves and for their team members. Listing summary. On this page, agents are able to view their listings, add clients to the listings of their choice, assign lockboxes, grant SentriConnect access, and turn on access by appointment. Add a listing. To add a listing, select the Add Listing button below the navigation menu, then fill out the required information. You may also include pertinent property-specific information such as listing price, bathrooms, bedrooms, and square footage. Once filled out, select Add a Listing. Appointment settings. Here, agents can allow overlapping appointments, where multiple appointments can be scheduled at the same time at one property. They can enable auto-confirm showing acceptance, which automatically accepts showings for that property without manually accepting. Apply appointment restrictions, adding restrictions if the homeowner will be home for a certain time or day of the week. This rule can be applied for one time use or reoccurring instances. Agents can select the appointment mode, whether appointment is required or if it's a go and show. And they can set up maximum time limits for each showing. Suspend showing. Agents have the ability to suspend showings on their property by selecting the checkbox below the navigation menu. Once selected, showings will be suspended on that property. Showing instructions. Showing instructions allows you to give a detailed list of pertinent property-specific information, such as showing instructions, alarm codes, and any additional information you'd like to share with the showing agent. Showing instructions that have been added through the MLS will be imported here and displayed as well. Manage contacts. The Manage Contacts tab allows you to set preferences for your contacts, homeowners, and co-listing agents, notifying them of appointment confirmations and cancellations. When managing contacts, agents can confirm appointments by text, message center, or email. To manage a contact's preferences, select the Add Client, Add Co-listing Agent, or Homeowner Notification button, and choose the contact you'd like to manage. Once you've entered their preferences, hit the Save button. Enable feedback forms. Feedback forms allow agents to set up feedback on their listings, set up request frequency, and add additional questions. To add additional questions, select the check marks. Once complete, select Save. Activity Report. This tab shows the activity report for your listings, displaying graphs, trends such as total appointments, feedback received, and property ratings and interest. Appointment history. Here you can view past appointments and organize them by appointment type, date, duration, and status. You may also see who scheduled the appointment, who the showing agent and listing agent were. Send notifications. Here, agents are able to send out messages to agents that have shown a particular property, all listing agents and co-listing agents, all agents in their office, and send to all listing contacts. Agents can send price adjustments, listing updates, and keep in touch with whoever needs to know what's happening. You have successfully navigated the My Listings tab.
All right, guys. So you can see there's a lot of benefits. Even if you're a buyer's agent, right? You can show your property easily. You can schedule it online. But most importantly, if you're a listing agent, it's the most beneficial to you, right? You don't have to worry about a lot of this stuff, who's going in, when they're going in, and this one keeps a full log of all of that, right? So I think the way the time is going, anytime a new listing comes up and the property is vacant, and agent has a choice of going with the old school or the new, smart lock boxes, they're gonna go with the new one, right? So even when you get a listing and you have the option, I hope you do choose the Sentry lock option, right? To purchase this lock box, right? You can do that on. You can go to Stratus, and from Stratus you can click on LIBOR, and this link right here, I'll share that with you too. And you have different options of purchasing this, right? Right. So this one is showing it's on lease and it's $110. I, there was an option to purchase, but I'll look into that and tell you guys how much it is, and I'll share that with you guys. Okay. So again, when your time comes as a listing agent, we highly recommend that you actually put in a Sentry lockbox. And if you are a buyer's agent, majority of these new listing coming in, again, they're using this. So it's basically required that you have the app, right? So like we said before, it is $30 quarterly, so it's $10 per month, and they're charging it right now $30 from April 1st until June 30th, right? So, if you don't have their subscription, I would highly recommend that you do get it as soon as possible. So in your next listing, it'll be a little bit easier to show. They were providing one-time code before. A couple of agents confirmed that they are not providing those codes anymore. So don't expect, don't call the listing agent and say, "Hey, can you provide me with one-time code?" Most of the time, will not. They will not provide it. Again, if you're active agent, this is going to be one of those mandatory service that you need to do your showings. Okay. Questions, concerns on this, guys? Has it?
Not yet.
Okay. Has anyone used this before? Any of these client agents for your clients on the buyer side?
I did use it in the past, but for my account, I still couldn't resolve the issue. I called SentriKey that I need to call the Realtors Association, and then I called them, and they said we can't do anything. Like your account is active from our side. Call SentriLock. So I'm going back and forth, and still couldn't resolve the issue. I tried to pay it, and I couldn't do it either because they said we can't find your account.
Okay, I think Money Maninder here, he's going through the same issue. So I'll be on top of it to see what I can do. But they gave us, is this the number or so, do you remember this? This is the number that they gave?
Uh,
631 number?
yes, that's the one.
Yeah, so Money actually tried calling them and they put him on hold, and the wait time was, I think, more than an hour. So I will be on top of it and get you guys some answers. I think there's an issue for new signups for some reason. Right, Money?
Yeah, I'm still having the issue. So probably, if you could solve it, that would be very good.
Yeah, yeah, I'll get in touch with them. So this way, because the error message that you guys was getting, well, Money was getting that every time he's trying to log in, right? And he's putting his MLS ID here, it's not allowing him to, even if he clicks on forget password, it's not allowing him.
Nothing,
So
nothing. I
Yes,
tried that everything.
the
yeah.
same issue here. Like it says invalid credentials. When I try
Mhm.
to change password, it's not allowing me to change it either.
Yeah, but we will definitely resolve that. And when Money was here, we were calling this number, and that's when they gave us uh, this number here. So I know what they're doing. They're just throwing back and forth, but I'll try to resolve it for you guys.
Thank you.
Okay. And for Rapinder, just for my notes, were you able to make the payment? I think it was $60 at that
No,
time, right?
that, that's why it was 70 something. I called to make the payment, and they said we can't find your account. That's why you can't make payment.
Oh, so you couldn't even make the payment. Okay.
Yeah.
So same, yeah, he couldn't log in either. All right, no problem. I'll look into that. Any other questions, concerns, guys?
No, that's it for right now.
Right. Okay.